check with robbery homicide and see if they're tracking any police impersonators.
102957. Good man. Hopefully this is a good one. This is the one that used to smell like bubblegum.
Mm-hmm.
Probably still does.
You think?
Yeah, but this car wash has also received several new upgrades over the last few
well,
years.
we weren't asking that, Shea.
That's a bad idea. Bad idea.
Chief, I found Mark Bernstein's AKA Intrigues bio on Wikipedia. I'm printing it out now along with the DMV info.
This?
Scrubber's going down.
Is that RVP?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, Lieutenant Provenza, a search
See what's
warrant
gonna do
for
to-
Intrigue's residence and the apartment of Our Lady of Screams, Marie Morgan's as well. Thank you. Good morning. I'm Deputy Chief Franklin Johnson at VII, and I have a warrant to search the residence of Mark Bernstein, aka Intrigue.
Again?
Excuse me?
The LAPD was here an hour ago and cleared his place out.
Who was here exactly?
Well, let's see. His name was Lieutenant Provenza of the Major Crimes Unit.
Besides the laptop computer, did you see what else he took?
DVDs, books, bills. I helped him carry out 3 boxes of stuff.
You did? What a gentleman.
Well, Lieutenant Provenza was a very pleasant guy.
Can you tell me about any women coming or going recently?
From here, none. Ever. That was one of Intrigue's rules. Your home, your sanctuary.
Did Intrigue... As soon as we locate this so-called Detective Tracy, we can use whatever he's collected, and he'll go to jail for burglary, obstruction of justice, and possibly murder.
Murder? Really? Tracy killed him.
With last night.
What did you tell him?
We had no idea. Knowing my brother, it was probably a girl he just met. Chief Bub asked about the women who've appeared on our show as well.
Did you provide him with names?
I told him that he could get them from Jill's assistant. Unfortunately, Marie is not responding to our messages. Has she texted you yet? Just can't wrap my head around it. I'll be back in a minute.
Yes. Miss Baptist,
And
Ken and Mark, did they get along? Do you have brothers? 3.
that little horn sounds a little bit lower pitched this time.
She liked Intrigue.
Was Ken aware of this?
I think so, but I would never brought it up because, well, the brothers did so much better when they got along. Of course. I found Intrigue and I developed the show, and the pilot was testing off the charts. It's just such a huge loss on so many levels. Would you excuse me? Absolutely.
This Tracy guy, get in line. Here's what I don't get. I haven't made any kind of public statement yet, so who gave him all this no division stuff?
You did. Public Transparency Project and the LAPD website went online last month.
Okay, I had nothing
A lot
to
of
do with
pre-soak.
this. They asked me for a few photos and a couple of old speeches. My God. What else is on there?
Case details updated hourly. Crime stats by the neighborhood. That's probably how he found out about the other shooting. Tracy is monitoring the website. Intriguing Endeavors, the company formed by Ken and Mark Bernstein, was a cash cow. Pulled in over $12 million last year alone. There were some questions about some unpaid taxes and an offshore company pulling in proceeds, but the FBI is investigating that.
No. Fritz and I have discussed this, and we have a deal. We no longer share information with each other.
Yeah, well, I don't have that deal. And if there's one time that no divisions should mean something, it's when the FBI and local law enforcement can work together to solve a murder.
Chief, either Tracy is the murderer and he's running around collecting all the evidence and he's contaminating every single witness.
Or he's not the killer and we have to stop him before he makes an arrest.
Two
The brushes
lives
are coming
monster
down.
ahead of us, but we know something that he doesn't. Where the victim spent the night and with whom? Lieutenant Taylor?
I'm updating the online case file as we speak, Jim.
How's that one?
It looks small.
Likely.
LAPD, Miss Morgan, I'm sorry to bother you.
Really trying to get the windshield completely. Now the side brushes are going in. They're barely touching the side.
Detective doing serious investigative work. You are also seriously under arrest, you freak. I'm not under arrest. You're under arrest. Put your hands up against the wall. I'm arresting you and you. You're all under arrest for assault and battery of a police officer. Help! Police! Okay. Look, I'll show you one more time. You click here, you're displaying. Also in here.
That's kind of touchy.
Well, especially Howard. So, what can you tell us about our victim?
3 years ago, the FBI began investigating Mark Bernstein's company, Intriguing Endeavors, because of questionable release forms he and his brother obtained from the women featured in his web videos. 2 of the girls were underage, several were too drunk to know what they were doing. Part of Intrigue's deal in making this new television show was stopping all of that.
So they were legit.
As far as we can tell. But
With Mark Bernstein gone,
all cash coming in goes to the surviving brother, yes.
Chief, the victim's computer, I think it could tell us a lot, but someone added a boot password blocking access to Intrigue's files. I guess Detective Tracy.
But who is he? Sergeant Gabriel, do we know yet?
Fingerprints say his real name is Jonathan Hare. He's 26, he's got a financial connection with Bernstein.
His job didn't too well. He took the LAPD Academy entrance exam twice, scored extremely high, but was never admitted due to psychological issues.
there's a shock.
Now, about his witness statements. The good news is his handwriting is impeccable. The bad news is everything's written in this bizarre code.
Finally! You know, I feel incredibly underappreciated right now.
Do you, Mr. Barry? That is your name, isn't it?
Are we really gonna sit here and debate my identity, or are we going to arrest a killer? You know, if we don't catch him in the first 48 hours, our chances of success go down dramatically. We are losing time, people!
We're not losing any time.
You have all the time in the world.
Give me one
Spot
good
for your
reason why I
rents.
shouldn't arrest you for murder.
After that's clear
Okay,
coat.
how about this? I didn't do it! And by the way, while I'm on duty, could you please refer to me as detective? You know, if you spent a little more time investigating and just a little less time arresting fellow officers, you would know by now that the killer drives a black BMW, whereas we all drive Crown Vics.
Why were you at the crime scene in the first place?
I guess I saw some black and whites there, and I thought, why don't I show a little bit of initiative? And I gotta tell you, Chief Pope was a lot more impressive than you are.
I need the names of the witnesses.
They're on page 17 of my official report.
You're not writing an official report!
No, I'm not, am I? That's because I'm handcuffed to this chair! I am not gonna let the two of you blow this investigation!
Spot for your
I am
rents
way
is
farther
done.
along on this than you are. Wanna know why? Because I fight lightning. I turn on a dime. I fly like the wind. Did you see how fast I served that search warrant?
These dryers are pretty
We actually have to get a
intense.
judge